Look at this. There are 4,152 subscribers in my trading group, and we're killing it. I got a few shout outs to give on my trading group. This person stated, signed up for VIP Elite, took your suggestion. I doubled my money in less than a week. This person, I'm up $58,000 in 10 days. Chris, thanks a lot for everything. I'm 3 or 4 months in the group. I've turned $4,000 into 65 grand. 65 G's out of 4,000. It's more than 10x. He more than 10x'd his money in the group. This person, I'm up $10,000 in the last week. I've got a cryptocurrency trading group. I've got 6 chat groups where everybody's calling out breakouts, posting charts, working together to trade this market. I've got 41 videos in a playlist. If you don't know anything about trading at all, nothing, you can watch these videos. You'll be making profitable trades. Number one reason why people join my trading group is I post profitable trading setups every single day, and we've been killing it. If you guys want to join the cryptocurrency trading group, you want to pay in crypto, email me, cryptobitcoinchris@gmail.com. I'll get you set up and in the group today. You pay for 6 months in crypto, you get a 20% discount. You pay for the year in crypto, you get an additional month for free and a 30% discount. If you do want to pay with a card month to month on a monthly basis, you can do so. There's a Patreon link that's in the description. This is Tezos up 72%. You can see here's the setup posted. Here's 52% out of link. Again, bought the breakout down here. Here's the setup. Here's Ethereum, 57% gains out of Ethereum. Here's the setup. Bitcoin Cash broke out 60% gains over time. I want to thank everybody for watching Crypto Revolution. We talk about everything crypto daily. Before we jump into this video, I want to ask you guys, smash a like button, subscribe to the channel if you want to stay up to date on the news that moves the markets, Bitcoin technical analysis, altcoin setups to make you profits. Jumping right into the market today in crypto, Bitcoin has fallen off the cliff again. No, it's 10,250 Bitcoin. This is the 3-day chart. We'll start here, higher time frame. So we talked about this level over here, these red circles, right? The $10,500 level is a key level of support. Previous resistance now becomes support, and the price action is broken below this level. I've added this rising wedge. A 68% chance this breaks to the downside. Important that Bitcoin bounces and maybe, at some point up here breaks to the downside, okay? But you're looking at this yellow triangle Bitcoin previously broke out of. I've got an article to talk to you about how this looks similar to the Bitcoin's boom from previous bull runs years ago. Bitcoin bulls need to show up here. You got a bearish MACD cross, which has been confirmed, and the RSI is dropping below the 50 level, which is not a good sign for the bulls. This is the Bitcoin daily chart. Now, I noted previously Bitcoin daily candle needs to close above 10,500, and it didn't. Daily candle closed below 10,250. You'd look for more possible downside. Essentially, you've got this little bear flag right here. There's a lot of overhead resistance. This is a key support level, which now has become resistance for Bitcoin. We're going to talk a lot about Bitcoin throughout the rest of the video. I feel like that needs to be the focus right now. We're going to have a little laugh about some sushi crypto. You guys, sometimes I don't believe this stuff that we have going on in this market. I've got some amazing shout outs to give in my trading group. August was an amazing month for this person. He was up $39,000. He said in August, 75% of my 80 trades were profitable. The winning trades averaged 36% profit, while the losing trades average about 10%. I've been a holder for 4 years, but he's a trader now. He made 80 trades, 75% win ratio. He made $39,000. Obviously, there's not a whole lot of money to be made going long. That's where you trade short. This person, proud of this guy. He's been in the group for a year now. And this was his largest profit taking from any short or leverage position that he has. So this is a 20x short for Tron, TRX USDT, 517% short. Is this what the moon looks like? Is this what the moon looks like? This person, actually I believe it's the same person, DOT, shorted it. 133% gains, 20x short. All the coins previously on Binance, all the new coins, all the DeFi coins were hot. They were really hot. And then all of a sudden you have this little DeFi bubble burst for at least the short term. And it's important to recognize as soon as you get a strategy in place and it starts working really well, in an instant it'll change on you. And you have to constantly have to pivot and change the way you trade this market based on current market conditions. You can't trade the same way all the time, right? You have to adjust to what the market's giving you. This person stated, I posted this a couple days ago, sent this to me. Morning, Chris. I woke up at 5:40 a.m. to read all your warnings and I sold, but I got wrecked in the altcoins. Thank you, Chris. This person, you saved me tens of thousands of dollars with your post about altcoins being high risk the other day. I can't believe how much money you saved me. The altcoins just keep getting wrecked. Everybody wants to come to this market and make life-changing money, but you've got to protect your winnings. You've got to protect your profits. And how do you do that? You take profits. And potentially it's not like, hey, sit down and just sell everything at one time. Now, this situation, quite a few people did. But it's more about, hey, let me pull a little bit of profit out. Let me pull a little bit of profit out. Because nailing the absolute top is tough, right? It's not easy, and it doesn't happen often. So you want to take your profits out on the way higher. You have to understand that this market retraces. It's perfectly normal to think that you're going to get a 50% retrace. That's a common retrace, right? If anything runs up, it's going to pull back 50%. And a lot of times in crypto, even more than that. So just remember, in a bull market, and we're going to talk about that in a second, like Bitcoin, you get Bitcoin pullbacks like 44% one time in 2017. It's part of it. Like, we're going to get those pullbacks. And a lot of people are saying, is the bull run over? I don't think it is, but we're going to dive deep into this idea. If you want help learning to trade this market, I can help you. Go to my website, cryptorev.net. Change the game completely. Change the game completely. Send me an email if you have questions, cryptobitcoinchris@gmail.com. These are Bitcoin returns by month. You can see September is typically a down month for Bitcoin. Okay, you can see we've had some pretty exciting Octobers in the past. November's kind of hit or miss. December's has been somewhat green, So again, get through September and potentially October, and there's some green ahead in the markets. Might even happen as soon as next month. So let's see. Bitcoin historical corrections. This is what I was talking about. Like, you get these corrections. There's a correction September 2017. Started on the 2nd, ended on the 15th. 40% pullback. Again, here's another. A 30% pullback, a 39% pullback, a 33%. Bitcoin, imagine pulling back. Bull run ready. 34% pullback. And then next thing you know, boom. Moon mission. All this happened on the run up to $20,000 Bitcoin, all-time highs after these levels. Do not get frustrated. Like, we know that this is the future. Future is golden. Just know that. Like, definitely don't sell on fear. Definitely don't sell on fear. And really want to push you guys right now, today, stop the video, make a plan. And I talk about this all the time. I talk about it in group, and I wonder how many people actually do it. Make a plan. If Bitcoin breaks higher, what are you going to do? If Bitcoin breaks lower, or do you have a stop loss in place? You got to have stop losses in place on every single trade. You do not want to take big losses in this market, because this market will take back the profits from you that you've made. Make a plan. Write it down, and you're accountable. Everything starts going crazy. Bitcoin starts dumping. Pick up that paper and do what you wanted to do when your mind was clear. There weren't any emotions involved. That's how you become successful. Well, Chris, I'm not going to write something down. Try it one time. Try it one time. You'll see. This is a business. Do not make business decisions based on emotion. I'm telling you guys, everybody right now is emotional. Go outside, take a breather, go work out, go hang out with the family. Like, this market, if you it's not healthy to sit and check Binance every 5 minutes to see what Bitcoin's doing. This thing is all over the place. Make a plan. Be patient. Patience is the key here. I just want to remind you guys, it costs money to learn how to trade this market. Okay? You're going to make a lot of mistakes. It costs exponentially more if you don't learn how to trade this market, period. Period. If you do not learn how to take profits, imagine how much money you would have made over the course of this bull run if you would have sold some of these big pullbacks and you could increase the amount of Bitcoin by a couple 100%. I mean, you know, you get a 2 or 3x the amount of Bitcoin that you had based on these pullbacks, these larger pullbacks. You know, imagine how much money you would make, and then how much money will you make this bull run if you understand, like, hey, let me take profits, I'll buy back lower. Bitcoin historically revisits these levels. Think about it. Ran up to 20,000. We pulled back to 3150. Okay? Imagine you sold the top and you bought back 6 times more Bitcoin, right? Then we ran up to 14,000. Okay? And then we pulled back to 7,000. And then 10,500 we ran up to, and then plenty of chances to get in that buy area where you want to. Sell the top in some of these moves for Bitcoin, and you will change the game completely. Zcoin, XZC, has a ton of news. Put this on your whiteboard. Halving coming up September the 23rd. Halving for Zcoin. Put that on your whiteboard. Breaking. Anonymous founder of SushiSwap sells all of his sushi. Are you surprised? At this point, what could have possibly predicted this? So essentially, he converted all of his sushi to Ethereum. People are asking him if he exit scammed. And he said, I didn't. I'm still here. I'm going to continue to participate in the discussion. I'll help with the technical part. He said, I'm going to help ensure we have a successful migration. And again, I did the recent move because I care about the community. He cares about the community, so he dumped on him. Oh, that's awesome. Appreciate you, dude. Appreciate you, bud. Appreciate you looking out. I'm taking IL for you. IL. Anybody? Anyone? But all I received was blaming and fudding. I mean, you dumped on everybody. I mean, can you blame them for blaming you? Here's what happened. The dev share part of me, I converted them to Ethereum. I stopped caring about the price and I focused on the technicality of the migration. See, guys, he's looking out for us. See, guys. I mean, he took profits. That's what people do, right? And he just said he didn't exit scam, and this he's working to make sure that this migration goes well. He said Satoshi Light, Charlie Lee did it to Litecoin, and Litecoin survived. And it's true. I mean, Charlie Lee sold all of his Litecoin. You can't, I mean, these guys are in this for profits. They're not trying to be your buddies. They're not trying to be your friends. This guy, is this even real? This is like, should be like Days of Our Lives. This should be like daytime drama YouTube. Oh, it kind of is daytime drama YouTube at this point because it's 12:30. Daytime drama YouTube. Like we talked about yesterday, if you are buying DeFi coins named after snack bar foods, it's probably not a good idea. Hot dog down 100%. Pizza. If you bought pizza DeFi, 99.9% down. Noodle. Listen, use your noodle and don't buy noodle. 98% down. You know, what's this? I don't know. Pasta. Like, who buys these? Who names these? Who comes up with this? I mean, are there any other tickers that could possibly think of that would give these coins a better opportunity? Like, dang it, I just lost my A on pasta, noodle, pizza, and hot dog. I can see you go talk to a bunch of your buddies. They're talking about Apple, they're talking about Tesla, and you're like, dude, I lost my A on pasta, noodle, pizza, and hot dog. And they look at you, and they're thinking, well, can you blame them? The fear and greed index is now 41. Buy fear, sell greed. But can this go lower? It can. Extreme greed. Last week, last month. Well, not anymore. Extreme fear. Well, actually just fear. Extreme fear. Could drop more. CZ comes out. If you do not have a Binance account, link is in the description. Go make one now. If you're not on an exchange with stop losses, you're missing out. I'm telling you, you do not want to just not even set a stop loss. It doesn't even make sense. This market will take your money. There's links in the description for Binance, and if you're in the United States, you need to use PureVPN. Sign up with the links in the description, supports the channel. I'm going to revise the number to 12,000. CZ saying, hey, if you sold Bitcoin under 10,000, and now he's saying if you sold it under 12,000, you just slap yourself. It just doesn't even make sense. On September the 4th, yesterday, I talked about this bearish retest of 10,500, and I was looking for $9,900 to $9,500 Bitcoin. And if you see, you've got this bearish retest, harder to see on here. The bearish retest came down here. Bitcoin ran to, so it ran up to this level, retested it. You got a bearish retest, and then a move to 98.45. If this support level doesn't hold, there's more downside ahead for Bitcoin. This person thinks that Bitcoin could see $7,000 Bitcoin, 71, 7,200 even. Basically, you've got this, again, this resistance level on multiple attempts has been rejected. The price action has been rejected by this 10,500, 10,550 level. And, you know, they think that it's going to take a couple more days before Bitcoin rolls over and continues lower. Bitcoin 12-hour chart, this head and shoulders, like, man, like if you got a bunch of open midterm holds and you have a big, huge macro pattern like this breaks to the downside, like I closed all my positions. Yeah, you can see 9/1/2020, I sold my Ethereum and I sold my Bitcoin. I sold Ethereum at $475. I sold my Bitcoin at $11,920. I posted this in group shortly after. Like I could have missed a move to the upside. This time it worked out because I already knew, like, hey, just put in this is a high, this is a lower high, this is a lower high, this is not good, this is a bearish sign. You need to put in a higher high. It didn't happen, got rejected. Then this nonsense happened, and you just know, like, when this thing breaks lower, it's not going to be pretty. These macro patterns are devastating for crypto. Now, again, this is a bearish retest right here on the 12-hour chart. It gets confirmed. Okay, if this 10,150 level doesn't hold, there's some downside. Could see, like I said, $9,900, $9,500, $9,000 levels for Bitcoin. This is Bitcoin trying to roll over as we speak. Okay, so this $10,500 level, this is a bearish retest. Bearish retest. So look what happens on a bearish retest. Okay, see how the price action came back up here and tapped this level, right? Just like we talk about, hey, we buy breakouts to the upside. We buy breakouts to the upside. Well, these are sell signals. Sell signal, because it comes up here. It's a breakdown. You got volume. Look at all this volume down here. You got volume confirmation and then a break to the downside. It bounces, the price action bounces, and up here, this is where the strongest group of sellers are at, because when everybody sees this bearish retest, sell, sell, sell. Okay, and then it did it again, and then finally rolled over. And here it happened again. See this? Broke down here, touched this support level, came back up here, bearish retest, boom, moved to the downside. That's how this price action moves, right? And so here you go. Moved up here, and you got, you know, a significant drop, 10,600 almost, down to 99.72 on the USDT chart. Okay, so again, is Bitcoin going to be able to hold this range? Is it going to put in some type of double bottom reversal, move to the upside? Let's see what happens. Bitcoin CME futures, you got this CME gap down here. We're so close to it, we haven't filled it yet. Well, guess what? CME Bitcoin futures are closed right now. So the gap can't get filled. It can only get filled by the CME Bitcoin futures chart price action, because that's where it exists. It doesn't exist on spot charts, right? So we have to wait for this to open. And then, you know, it would make sense that we fill this gap, Bitcoin fills this gap. And then, you know, if there's some type of short-term bounce idea, you know, it would make sense to see Bitcoin. So if this is a high, this is a lower high, that's because it's lower than this high. Okay, and so this is a bearish trend beginning. So if it comes up here and then puts in another, so you got high, lower high, right? And so that would make sense to put in some type of move up here and possibly retest this one of these levels. This is an idea on the daily chart. You can see you got this kind of channel, right? Bitcoin price action's hanging on by a thread right here in this area. Okay, if it breaks down below this, again, this would, 8,200 would be in the cards if it continues breaking lower. There's even, like we talked about, some type of rising wedge in here, and I can't tell if it's already broken lower and that's a retest. Just depends on how you draw it. Okay, so again, the key level, I'm saying Bitcoin breaks lower and it gets confirmed and it gets closed on a daily candle, on a daily time frame, like it's not good for Bitcoin. Bitcoin looks almost exactly like it did prior to the 2016-2017 explosion. I want to sign up for the 2016-2017 explosion. Here I am. I'm sure everybody coming into crypto that just bought the top at 12,000, they want the 2016-2017 explosion too. But crypto is not easy money. It's not as easy as everybody paints it out to be, right? Trust me, anybody that's been in crypto for a couple of years, got their teeth kicked in and drugged through this freaking market, yeah, it's not all rainbows and sunshine and daisies. I promise you that. So the idea here is Bitcoin has had a strong reversal from 12,000 to where we are now, 10,500. So because it hasn't closed below these notable levels, there's still hope. This is a little hopium. They posted this chart and they said this is essentially still bullish price structure. I've got it zoomed in right here. And the idea is, so 2015, you had this descending trend line. Okay, Bitcoin broke out of it, came back down, and it retested it one time, and then boom, life-changing money. Here's the hopium, 2020 hopium. Here's your trend line. Here's your hopium. Boom, off to the races. $30,000 Bitcoin if this plays out. It's make or break time. Bitcoin bulls, better show up. Call your whale buddies. Tell them to buy Bitcoin. If you guys like the content that I provide on a daily basis, be sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment below, hit the bell for notifications. Thanks so much. I'll see you guys tomorrow.